Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Member365 webinar, Fundraising, Amplifying Your Fundraising Potential with Member365 Strategies for Success. My name is Carlo McDangle. I'm your host for this afternoon's webinar. I'm likewise a customer success coach here in Member365. We may have crossed paths in terms of assisting with your tickets or your chats, or I may have help onboard your program. I believe in the maxim, your success is our success. So these webinars are really intended to help our dear clients. So if you have any questions throughout the webinar, although everyone will be muted, but you have the opportunity to ask questions at the end of this webinar, but write them down in the Q&A tool at the bottom of your Zoom screen. And then at the end of this webinar, we'll be addressing your questions. And a copy of this recording will be sent your way to all attendees of this webinar. And we will be likewise posting this to our YouTube channel. On your dashboard in the CRM, on the help section, there we have a knowledge-based section for videos. It will bring you to our YouTube channel where we store all our webinars that we have conducted in the past. Okay, so you can always reference our YouTube channel to go back to this webinar or any module that may pique your interest or you need help with. Okay. So what's in store for this webinar? Okay, we'll be discussing what is the fundraising module, of course, the settings, and how to create a fundraising campaign. And we'll be taking a pick on the fundraising landing page. What are the best practices to keep in mind when setting up a fundraiser? And then, of course, if you have any questions. Okay, so let's go to the program. The fundraising is actually found in modules and then fundraising. If you don't see it, most likely probably it was disabled, meaning it's hidden. Probably at that time currently you probably don't want to use it. But if you want to use it moving forward and you don't see it, it might be hidden. Now to actually enable it, you need to go to configuration and then look for fundraiser. Here it is. If it's not enabled, you will see a disabled button in here in red. So that means it's hidden. You won't see it under modules. Okay. So you need to click on the disabled button and click on the enable button, and that will make it active. And moving forward, you will be seeing it in this section. Okay. Okay. So let's go to the settings. Okay. So first off on the settings are the campaigns. If you click on manage, it will bring you to this page where it shows all your active fundraising campaigns as well as those that has been completed. Okay. You will see all those that were active in the past, and you can actually generate a report on them as well. Okay. So that's on the manage section. That page will likewise be accessible by going to fundraising and then manage fundraiser. Okay. The second one is receipt configuration. Click on the manage button. It'll bring us to the fundraising receipt configuration. One of the best practices is to actually configure your receipt. Very important especially for taxing purposes. Send email confirmations and receipt email confirmation. You need to enable this if you want the system to send this information to your donors. The question mark button is scattered all across all the module setups in your program. If you hover your cursor on that question mark button, it will give you some tips and some ideas on how this toggle or for certain functionality works. Okay. Now you need to enter your foundation name, the receipt title, and your receipt signature. You can set it up. So you can use these smart tags that pulls information from your programs. As an example, first name and last name of your donors. Automatically, the system will put them in here if they're in your system, of course. So we call these smart tags. So a list of smart tags can be found on the smart tag tool icon in here. So click on it and then scroll down and up the page to see what smart tag that you can use, and click on the use link to actually use it on this section. And you can configure your receipt logo as well. You can add a specific image or logo by clicking on this upload file icon. Okay. If it's an image, you will need to put it on the show media folder and upload it either on shared or my media. If you put it on if you upload it on shared media, it means that you're sharing this image to other admins that they can use it. But if you want, it's just yourself that can access that specific image, upload it on my media, and they won't be able to see it. Other admins won't be able to access it. Okay. And once you upload it in here on this list, you can just click on it and click insert. Then it will insert it in this logo section. Receipt footer, again, you can put some text in here or image as well. And data footer, you can have some other information on this section, like a receipt number or issued on a specific place. Okay. Receipt donation data, you can again utilize this to show other information. And receipt confirmation email, the subject of the email and the content of the email. This is our default messaging. You can update this to suit your branding. Again, there are smart tags in here which you can utilize, okay? How does it look like? It will look like this, okay? So there's the receipt signature, the logo, some fund and donation details, as well as the footer. So this is how it would look like, okay? Okay, moving along on the settings, the donation source. So once you offer fundraising, they will be asked how did they hear about this fundraising campaign. And we've created some sources. They heard it from a friend of a friend, print advertisement, search engine, or social media. And you can add more sources by clicking on the add reference button. Okay. The next one will be the donation badge. Okay. So you can actually recognize certain donors based on their donation amounts. You can click add button to add more donation levels. So for this webinar, we've created 3 donation levels. First one will be bronze, those that donated between $1 to $99. Silver, between $100 to $500, and gold donor, $501 to $1,000. And we even utilize some badges, images in here. And we need to tell the system, do you want to show this badge on the directory? So if you're utilizing our directory, if they're donors between these levels, it will show up in their profile. Okay. It's one way of encouraging other people to actually imitate the kindness of some people who have actually donated. And show badge on contact, on the contact page on a CRM in here. It will likewise be displayed if this is enabled. Okay. Last but not least is email message admin enter donation. So click on manage. So once someone donates, this will be the email as well that will be sent to them. So you can update the content as well as the subject line. Okay. So that's the settings. Now let's go to the actual creation of a fundraiser. We go to modules, fundraiser. And if you click on create fundraiser, it will bring you to this page where you can populate the fields, okay? But for the purpose of this webinar, let's go ahead and open one that we've already set up. It should be on the same screen in here, but not blank, but at least we have some content to actually discuss. We go to modules, fundraiser, and then manage fundraisers. And it'll bring us to that same page as when we were a while ago on the settings page on the active folder. Youth campaign, okay? If we click on the edit icon, okay, it will show us again that just like on the creation page, we need to put the name of the fundraising campaign, a description of it, which will be shown on the landing page of the donation. If we have a target goal, a start date and an end date, allow recognition entry. What this does, if you're allowing donors to make a specific, like a statement, how they feel about donating, and if you're displaying what they've actually entered into the recognition entry page on the landing page, okay? Display donations on landing page, how much you've collected, do you want to display it? Again, to encourage other donors to actually be more generous. That way you can reach your goal very fast or in a fast way. Display target goal on landing page. This is a popular feature where this target goal is being highlighted. That way, your donors will actually know your target amount. So again, so that you can actually encouragement to give more. What payment methods are you accepting? Check, credit card, or cash. If it's blue, that means you're accepting that mode of payment. Campaign type will be of two types, basic or fund. Basic is straightforward donation. It goes to one specific donation target or ledger. But if it's fund, it can be of two types or more than one type. Oh, sorry. To add a fund, as an example, that since this is a youth campaign, I can add a fund, like say for Sheila, and another fund for David. So if I created two types of funds for Sheila and David, then on the donation page, my donor will get to choose who are they donating for. Will it be for Sheila or David? And then each fund will be channeled to a specific different ledger or chart of accounts. Okay. So that's how the campaign fund will work. But on the fund view, by the way, if you have the fund model, right, a multi-view will be all of your different funds, like for David and Sheila, they will be showing on one page. A single view is, it will only show one fund, but there will be a drop down that will show the different funds for them to donate. Okay. For the purpose of this webinar, let's work on a basic fundraiser. Okay. Do you have designated amounts? These are designated amounts. If this is disabled, then the landing page will allow them to actually write down any amount that they want. Designated amounts, you're giving them an idea, the incremental amount that you're suggesting for them to donate, like $25, $50, $75, $100, $200, or you can add more by typing the amount and clicking enter. It will show up accordingly in here. Okay. On the designated amounts on the landing page, they will be offered these amounts. And of course, if they want a different amount, there will be a section there or a field which they can enter any amount that they want to donate. Okay. If you're offering automated recurring billing on the landing page, which we will be showing later, it will show, say, if they donated $25, then they will be asked if they want that to be on a monthly or annual recurring basis. They will be billed automatically from their credit card. Okay. And click the save button. Okay. So that will save your fundraising campaign. Okay. Now, once that's saved, we go to the modules, fundraising, and then manage fundraiser page again. This is where we get to look at the reports. We click on youth campaign, and the system will show us a report of all who donated. Okay. There will be a list of contacts in here that shows the name, of course, the amount that they donated, as well as an opportunity to export this report to Excel. Okay. And you can actually post an update that will be displayed on the donation landing page, like any announcement that you want to share with your potential donors. Okay. Okay. Link. This is the link that you want to embed in your public website for them to donate. And we suggest embedding this as well on your member portal. And we suggest adding this to the member application as well. Now, how do you do that? How do you embed this to the membership application? Let's go to another link, open a link, go to a membership category, right? Let's click on annual membership. And you're going to see this fundraising tab in here on the left side. Okay. We click on fundraising tab on the left side, and the system will give us an opportunity to choose that fundraising campaign or attach that fundraising campaign that we just created. So click fundraising. Okay. And here you go. Then we can choose that youth campaign. Okay. And we tell the system to offer or display this fundraising campaign for those applying for new membership and for renewing members. Okay. So what this does is that when someone applies for annual membership, okay, once they fill up their information, then they will be brought to that fundraising page for them to donate. Okay. So attaching it to a membership application. Okay. So if you go back to this page, this link, once we share it with or embed it in your public site, once they click on the link, then the system will bring them to the landing page. This is the landing page for the fundraiser, for the donation campaign. And here are the different amounts that we've set up a while ago, or they can actually specify the amount that they want if these are not the ideal amount that they want to give to you. Again, the donation frequency, since we've enabled automatic recurring billing, can be monthly, quarterly, annually, or just a one-time donation. And here is the recognition text. They click donate now, and the system will put them on or bring them to the payment page. Okay. So here are the recognition texts from one donor. Happy to be a donor. Okay. And here is the announcement that you can actually display. Okay. And how much is being raised, and the goal, as well as how many days left to actually complete this goal. Okay. Now, a while ago, I made mention that one of the best practices is to actually make it appear on your member portal. Now, how do we do that? Okay. So we go to the setup section, grab this link, and then if you go to the member portal, okay, let's go to the member portal. I actually put it on 3 areas in the member portal. Okay, sorry. Yeah, 3 areas. One is in the welcome message in here. If you notice the donate here message, I hyperlink the word here so that when you click on it, it will bring donors in this donation page. How do I do that? As an admin, I should have the capacity to actually edit this welcome message. Click on the edit icon, and then hyperlink the word here. Okay, highlight it and click on the chain icon, and on the URL, this is where I paste that same link. Okay, and click OK. And I likewise put it on the badge section in here. Okay, doesn't hurt to actually display it on multiple sections. Here's a donate now. Click here. How you do that is click on manage badges and create a badge. Click on the create button. Here's the badge that we created. Let's open it. Again, it's the same respect. I highlighted the word click here, and I click on the chain icon to actually paste that link. Okay. And I can likewise upload an image. I uploaded an image, and then I hyperlink this image with the same link. That way, when they go to the dashboard and they just saw this image right away, they can click on it. It'll bring them to the donation page as well. Okay. Maybe you notice this donate now header. Okay. You can actually create a header like this so that when they click on it, it'll bring them to the donation page as well. Now, how do you do that? So it's very basic and simple. All you have to do is go to modules, member portal, and then settings, and then go to custom portal menu item. Click on hover your cursor on the 3 dots and click on the manage button. And then, you can actually name your header in any way you can. I use donate now, name or title, and then again, enter or paste the link, the fundraising link, and click save item. Then you will start seeing that donation or donate now header button. Once they click it, it'll bring them to this donation page. Okay. So that's the fundraising setting and how to create one. Okay. So let's go back to our slides. What are the best practices? Best practice number 1, configure your donation receipts, especially for taxation purposes. Best practice number 2, create a ledger for each fundraiser. So if you have multiple fundraising campaign, I would recommend creating different chart of accounts or ledger. Or if you're using the fund approach, one fundraiser having different funds, you can assign different ledgers to those different funds. It will make the life of your bookkeeper or accountant easier and smooth, especially when they want to generate a report. So how much you've generated on each fundraiser or how much you generated on each fund on a particular fundraiser. Best practice number 3, add the fundraising link to your website and in the member portal to maximize the area where you are displaying your donation campaign. And best practice number 4 is add the fundraising campaign to your membership applications and renewal. That way, when someone applies for membership or renews, again, they will have the opportunity to donate to your fundraising costs. Okay. Okay, do you have any questions? If you have questions, please write them down on the question and answer section at the bottom or the middle section of your Zoom screen. Okay. Okay, so I guess we don't have any questions, but just in case, after the webinar, if you have any questions, you can actually go to our site on your dashboard. You can either send us a ticket, okay, or engage us in chat if your subscription includes chat or Zoom support. You can book a Zoom call, and then we're more than happy to help you with regards to fundraising or any module that you're having a struggle with or have any questions. Okay. Please visit our knowledge base section. Again, you'll find guides regarding fundraising and other modules. And like I said in the onset of this webinar, sectional videos on our YouTube channel for all the modules that we've discussed on webinars. Okay. And visit our website, member365.com, and go to our webinar section. That way you can register to future webinars. Again, thank you so much for watching. Have a great afternoon.